Hello everyone, the EF Scale Nerd here again, and welcome back to another video. And today, as you can see, we are back in the Minecraft recreation of Lassen Volcanic National Park. As you can see, the textures are different compared to the last videos, the normal Minecraft textures. I recently added back in a texture pack, it's Prisma Visuals, and alongside with dynamic details. So the reason why I like the dynamic details, like texture pack thing, is that, well, as you can see, the stone blocks and other things have like different variants to them depending on where they're at. So it kind of gives the place a bit more detail. So yeah, as you can see, that's pretty much what's completely different here. As you can see, we are at Lassen Peak itself. So in this video, we will cover the um, area north of Old Station, and we'll go out towards Shingletown. And maybe if we have time, we might be able to go down to Mineral, which is down that way. Actually, I think we can actually start off with Mineral since it's closer. So we'll go to Mineral first. So in the last video, I believe I covered the Lassen Wilderness area, and I think a little bit of Old Station, I believe. As you can see, this is Sulfurworks. This is a work in progress. There's still stuff to be added. Same with Bumpus Hell, which is over there. Little Hot Springs Valley, I'm not too sure what I'm gonna put here. But as you can see, here's the creek that comes up that goes down from Bumpus Hell. It ends right there. I still have to make it flow down through this valley. And here's Komiamani Visitor Center, which I already showed you guys in one of the previous videos. So now we are leaving Lassen Volcanic National Park. So this right here, this is Morgan Mountain, which I believe is a cinder cone. Right here is the crater, and that's Chrissy Hill. And here's one of the main lines. This is a Chrissy and Morgan Mountain station, which is kind of an outdated station. Me and my cousin have rebuilt the stations to look different now. As you can see, this line that goes out that way is still a work in progress. So now we are in the mineral area, where the Lassen National Park headquarters is at, which is right where that station is. So it'll be like right in that area. So if you guys are subscribed to my cousin's channel or follow his TikTok, I think he might have covered this area. But I'll give a little brief overview. This is the Mineral and Pacific Railroad, which is another railroad that also runs on the Cinnacone-Lassa Valley main line. Now this main line is not part of the Cinnacone-Lassa Valley Railroad. The only part that's part of Cinnacone-Lassa Valley is inside of Lassen Volcanic National Park. Now this road in real life does not exist. In case if you guys didn't hear that in the previous videos, the railroads that are in this world are fictional. So as you can see, the roads winding through here. This is a cinder cone that I forgot the name of. There's a lot of cinder cones and other volcanoes in this world that I can sometimes forget the names of. But yeah, this line goes all the way out this way. And in this line is actually just one massive loop, because this line goes out this way. It goes past an old sawmill that my cousin built like probably back in January or something like that. It was kind of a while ago. And it loops down, loops up, goes past Shingletown, and it goes back into Lassen Volcanic National Park. And here's one of the largest trestles here. Well, probably not one of the largest, but probably one. It is one of the largest, but not the largest. I forgot what the largest trestle we have is. Alright, here we are. So this is where the sawmill is. Here's a little signal box that my cousin adds in. So this is Inskip Hill, which I believe is a cinder cone. And then that's Little Inskip Hill, which is another cinder cone. And then the world will load in. Should be right out here. So yeah, these are both cinder cones. Obviously, Inskip Hill is the largest. Where it? Oh, I was way off. It's only right. It's right here. This is soap. This is sorry. My dogs are barking. This is Soap Butte, which is another cinder cone. And here's the sawmill that my cousin built. A lot of tracks around in this area. And here's the inside. It is hollow, and the reason why the roof is missing some wood is because, well, this place is actually pretty old, and so actually, and it also recently caught on fire, so that's why there's also a random hole in the roof. So if you're curious, if we were to continue going out that way, you'd eventually hit a massive wall that basically marks the end of. You'll see it. I'll go over there so you guys can see for yourself. And then here's Black Butte, which I actually saw this cinder cone on my way into Lassen and on my way out and leaving Lassen Volcanic National Park when I was there just recently, which is near Shingletown, as you can see. And then that's Black Butte Station. So I'll go out here so you guys can see that border I'm talking about. There it is. See? It's the normal Minecraft terrain that's over here, so it basically marks between the normal Minecraft generated terrain and then my world painter map of Lassen Volcanic National Park. So yeah, there's Black Butte. And then if you were to follow the road and the train tracks, Shingletown will be right up here on the hill. Now, Shingletown itself hasn't been built yet. It's just kind of there's a flat area with railroad tracks and stuff. But I'm trying to look for some inspiration on stuff I can build for Shingletown, because I do look at pictures of Shingletown and I might use those and try to recreate some of the buildings. But here's where Shingletown would be, right here. So yeah, I probably will flatten out some of the terrain and then probably build a couple of buildings and whatnot. But I don't know what I'll build just yet because I'm not that very good of I'm not that good at recreating like actual buildings in real life themselves. Even though I am a decent Minecraft builder on my own, but when it comes to like recreating like actual buildings from real life, I'm not that good. On and out here, I think that's it right there. Right here. So those two are the Digger Buttes, which are both cinder cones. Whoops, whoops. Now, this recreation of Lassen Volcanic National Park, this one specifically, is not our first version. Yes, me and my cousin have made multiple versions of Lassen National Park in Minecraft. I think we have over, I think, 5 or 6 versions. And our very first version that we ever worked on was nothing like this. I mean, it was Lassen National Park, but the terrain was not as detailed, and the map was a lot smaller. And that first version, I still have it on my Minecraft saves. The last time we played it, according to date, was back in October of last year. So we actually started, recreating last year. And this world is the most recent version. I think we made this. I made this final recreation. I think. I think it was definitely not last year. It was more recently. So I think it was probably at the start of January. Like probably a couple days after New Year's is when I started working on this. Oh whoops, forgot. Wrong. That way this goes up the backside of Broke Off Mountain. We got to go this way. Every time I come out here, I get confused which way to go. And here's more of the line. I think I'm going the right way. Oh yeah, I am. And then there's the north entrance into Lassen, where those trees are at. So here's Deep Hole, which is I believe is a mar. And if you're not familiar with what a mar is, basically a mar is basically so magma was rising to the surface, and there was a shallow pocket of groundwater just sitting on the ground. When the magma came in contact with the water flashed into steam. And since steam is a gas, or water vapor is a gas, gas expands, and so it takes up more space, and it basically blasts a hole in the ground. I'm not too familiar with Mars that much. So yeah, and here's the north entrance. Now, like I said before, I'm also not good with recreating lakes. That's why Manzanillo Lake and Reflection Lake are not here, because I don't know how to recreate actual lakes. Alright, so now that we covered Mineral and Shingletown, now we can head north out of Old Station. So I believe I covered these two volcanoes in one of the previous videos, but this is Table Mountain, which is an old stratovolcano, and here's Red Hill. I think Red Lake Mountain, I believe, which is the cinder cone. So yeah, normally I like when I'm not building or doing anything, I kind of just go along the roads and whatnot and look at all the scenery. Um, what are those ones? Oh, that is Bear Wallow Butte, which think I did cover. But if not, that's Bear Wallow Butte, which is a cinder cone as part of the Binwell Spring chain, which is a chain of cinder cones that go out that way. You can see another cinder cone back there. This one, I forgot the name of. Trust me, there's a lot of cinder cones and a lot of other volcanoes that are in this world alone, so it's kind of hard to remember names. That's why I kind of wrote down the names. Most of the names in these books are alone are cinder cones. In that, I have all the names written down on the alert board in Kolimani Visitor Center. And here we are in the old station area. There's Potato Butte, which is a cinder cone. Little Potato Butte, which is another cinder cone. And then these little things, I believe are cinder cones, but they do not have names. So that one's just called Pancake Butte, and this one's just called Bluff Butte. This cinder cone, if you have drove through the Lassen area and through Old Station, you might have seen it. This cinder cone sits right in Hat Creek Campground, and I actually hiked this cinder cone when I was there just recently. So now in real life, there's actually no designated trail to get up it. You kind of have to go into this field and then slowly make your way up. Now, this cinder cone is not very hard to get up like cinder cone is in Lassen. It's actually pretty easy. You do have to watch your step because it is very rocky and you could slip. And there's a bunch of plants and shrubs all over it, so you kind of have to maneuver your way through the bushes and stuff. But yeah, that's that cinder cone. In real life, that cinder cone does not have a name that I know of, so I gave it my own name. I named it Hat Creek Butte. I mean, it's a name. I could come up with a better name, but that's kind of the first thing that came to mind. This is I think I already showed you guys this, but this is the old station railroad museum that my cousin built months ago. I forgot how long ago. And then there's Sugarloaf Peak, and here's a road. If you follow this, it will take you to Butte Lake. And now here would be the subway cave lava tube. Now I actually do plan on building, digging out the subway cave, but it's still to be decided because this area is kind of small and the actual lava tube is pretty long, so it might have to be a scaled down version, but I'll have to see what I can work with. So in this world we have the Lassen region, which is all this. We have the Shasta region, which includes Mount Shasta, Medicine Lake, and all that out there, which I will start reviewing soon, actually. And then north, I did not make I have the Pacific Northwest in this map, which includes Oregon and Washington, that has Crater Lake, the Three Sisters, Mount Hood, and then there's Mount St. Helens, Mount Adams, Mount Rainier, and Mount Baker. Now that map out there, I did not make myself. That is a Planet Minecraft map that I downloaded from the Planet Minecraft map. Not Planet Minecraft map. The Planet Minecraft website where you can download a bunch of Minecraft worlds, and that's where I got that world from. But I did recreate the entire volcanic arc in Minecraft, which is a completely different world than this, which I do plan on merging that world with this one, so we have the entire Cascade range. But that world is actually pretty big, so it might be a little difficult trying to merge that world in with this. But I'll pretty much see what I can do. Now we are out of the old station area. If we go over here, here we go. So this is shoot, I think this is I don't know why it's so hard to pronounce the name. I believe it's Freener Peak, which I believe is a I actually have no idea what kind of volcano sorry. I have no idea what kind of volcano this volcano is. And then here's a cinder cone, which I believe does not have a name. And then here's the Binwell Spring chain of cinder cones. And then there's Logan Mountain. And then this is Crater Mountain, which is a old stratovolcano. Kind of looks like it suffered the same fate as Mount St. Helens a little bit. And then if we go this way, as you can see, this line goes out to Burney County. And then here's Twin Buttes. The two cinder cones are right next to each other. And then there's Burney Mountain. And then here's I think this is Twin Butte Station. Yeah, Twin Butte Station, as you can see. And then here's Burney Mountain. Now, Burney Mountain is not a stratovolcano, nor a shield volcano. Well, obviously it's not shield volcano-like. Burney Mountain is actually a lava dome complex volcano. So, in the Lassen region alone in our Minecraft world, Burney Mountain is the second largest lava dome volcano, and Mount Lassen obviously being the largest. Now, in real life, I actually do not know what the second largest plug dome volcano in the world is. If I had to guess, maybe Mammoth Mountain. So yeah, as you can see, this is Burney Mountain. Definitely one of my other favorite volcanoes in the Lassen region alone. And then if we go out here, this is where Burney County is. I believe is what it's called. It's just a station right now, I think. But I do eventually plan on building a small town out here at some point. At some point. Oh wait, never mind. It's actually no, there is a station, but there's no platform. It's just switches. Yeah, this is Burney County, the Burney County area. And if we follow this road, so yeah, this line right here is part of the main line that goes north. It's just a branch line. And here's the switch. Now this area, it's like a complex area of cinder cones and stuff. Now this area does not have a name in real life, and I don't really know much about it because well, I recently discovered this little volcano area. So yeah. Here's the switch. So this goes out to Burney Mountain, and then it loops back in and goes to Old Station. This way goes to Old Station, goes back into Lassen and all that. This way, northbound, this way follows the road, and it goes out into the Shasta area. Now, Shasta, I will eventually start showcasing soon, very, very, very soon. Because this video is just finishing up the Lassen region, and the next video will be part 1 of the Shasta region. As you can see, here's that volcano I was pointing out. It's like a little small volcanic field. And here's Hat Creek Rim, the Hat Creek Rim. So yeah, if you guys are new to this video, I do plan on making this world multiplayer with Minecraft Realms. So there is a Discord in the works. It's almost done. That'll be that's going to be basically the main hub for all the recreation worlds that I have, and mostly this world. And yeah, I'll eventually release a link. So if you want to join it, feel free to join in. Meet me, meet my cousin. I'm the host of the server. My cousin's the co-host, and there is going to be a system that will because the server will the server will probably be able to only hold up to 10 people, depending. So yeah, probably only 10 people at a time, depending on how many are active in the server, in the Discord server. So yeah, that's still to be decided, but soon the link for the Discord will be open. And yeah, here I am at the top of Sugarloaf Peak. So yeah, that basically covers part 4, the final part of the showcase for the Lassen region. Do stay tuned for part 1 of showcasing Shasta. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, and till then, peace out.